Good morning, friends. Good morning, spiritual seekers. Good morning, spiritualists. Good morning, fellow spiritualists. Uh, Welcome to this world of spirituality. It's the most beautiful world out there. You know, your inner world is more beautiful than your outer world. So let's go within. Now, a big question why we're recording this video is there's a big question is what's healing and how do we heal ourselves, and then how do we heal others? What I have to say on this is that healing is a process which will happen on its own once you connect with your higher self. So you have to understand what you're made of. We have a physical body which gets sick. Then there's three main components. There's the physical body, there's the mental body, and the spiritual and the spirit body. All three are intertwined in a physical self. So now it's known that when the physical body gets sick, it first comes into your astral body or your mental body. So every disease, every sickness actually starts from your mind. That's where the blocks are. That's where the inhibitions are. That's where this whole disease actually starts. And that's one reason. And then there's karmic dues one has to give. So when people say, I want to heal myself, I would say don't focus on your healing, focus on knowing who you are, knowing your true self and connecting with the source. Your physical body can be sick, your mind can be sick, but your soul is never sick. The soul is the source of the power of that energy in you. Once you connect with that soul mind, with that power which is generating and making you experience this world, only reason we are experiencing this world is because that soul energy, that power is generating electricity for our senses and for our physical body to work. And once we shift our focus from our self, from our ego mind, onto our soul mind, onto our higher self, whatever name you want to give it, that's where you will get rid of disease and suffering. Now, another important thing I want to speak about is, what we call suffering. Suffering is only part of your mind. Suffering happens because the mind gets into the mode of why, me, mine. Ego mind suffers. Yeah, there could be physical pain in the body. You could break your leg. You could have cancer. You could have anything. You could have physical problems. But those physical problems are physical. But the suffering, what we call suffering, is only a mind's concept. So once we break free from the clutches of your mind, get into this real world of spirit, of soul, there is no suffering. That's where you will actually get rid of your suffering, and healing will have spontaneously. So you don't need to focus on me and my healing. I would say concentrate on knowing who you are, on knowing your true self, self-realizing yourself, and reprogramming yourself. Now, let me say another thing. Even I've seen people get healed in spiritual gatherings and people healing, there's mass healings, I've experienced that. I've actually done it too. So if your programming is not changed, you could heal yourself from one disease, but something else will attract you. And maybe you'll get healed for some time and then you'll recreate some other disease because your mind is not healed. So what you really need to heal is your mind. So reprogram yourself, reprogram your ego mind, and healing will happen spontaneously because that energy is in us, that source is in us. We don't need to go look out for it somewhere. We don't need to go to a temple. This body is the temple of God. So happy journey, guys, and welcome to this new world. Bye.